captured.
Good morning. Hello, my loves. Welcome back to my channel. It is Monday, it's almost noon. So, fun fact, last night I stayed up way too late diamond painting, and honestly I can't tell you the last time that happened, so let's all just collectively like, ooh, I'm really happy about that. Really happy. Fortunately I did not work this morning, so it was okay. It's not like I was cutting into my sleep time. I do work this afternoon, so hopefully it won't be too bad of a reset to, you know, fix my schedule from going to bed at 2 last night, which, you know, we all know Grandma don't do that often. Okay, so my desk is a little bit of a mess, but it's covered with diamond painting stuff, so we're gonna go ahead and deal with it. Ah, shit, really? This damn light, I'm telling you, like, I need different lights. One of them is held together literally by packing tape, and this one, the wire is bad. So I need better lighting, I need a microphone, I need all of these things, and I am just trying to save for a wedding. So pardon me while I continue to not buy these things. Okay, so are you freaking kidding me? Is this a joke? Is this a prank? Am I being punked? Shut the hell up, you damn light. I'm tired of your ass. Oh my god, what the hell? Alright, we're gonna see if we can just get it to be there. Okay, so, like I said, I need a microphone, I need a new light. One of them's held together by packing tape. This one is absolutely shit. Okay, so I have been furiously diamond painting, actually. So I finished that top little bit that I started on my live stream on Friday night, which was, let me see if I can move stuff without moving that cord. It was essentially, the spot that I had started working in was this big. I ended up finishing that spot last night, or that night, and this is, I want to say this is about the size of a release paper. It's smaller than a Bella Art de Nicole both ways, so if you have one of those, it's about, I'd say it's, you know, well shit, how big is it? I'd say it's about the size of a release paper if you know, made it a square, so you cut off that extra 1.5 inches or whatever. So that's the section that I ended up working on after I got done live on Friday. On Saturday, I picked up, I took my diamond painting to work. I didn't know how much work, or how much diamond painting I was going to be able to get done because we were training. So I'll tell you about that in a little bit. But I do want to I want to document my progress on this painting because I'm so pleased to be diamond painting and happily diamond painting at that. So pardon me as I just move this out of screen because it's possible that, there we go. That's good. That's good. That's good. Okay. So like I said, about this big, about a square, probably about, where's my tape measure? Now I did make these sections big because I prefer to have larger sections and complete half of them than I do to have smaller sections. That's a preference because if you know me, you know I move my washi tape down as we go. So that's a personal thing. It's about 4 by 4. 4 by 4. Wow! And then I did fill in some of this peach color at work, but not a lot because like I said, we were training. So yesterday, Sunday, after church, we went to a later service than normal, so that kind of cut into my diamond painting time, but also we napped. Like, on Saturday, we woke up and went back to bed. Mind you, my son is at my mom's for, let me get some caffeine in me. It's only 35 grams, but I'll talk about that in a second. So, my son is with my mom for, what the hell is it called? Spring break. So on Saturday we woke up. I literally did not get out of bed until 11 something. We went to the grilled cheese factory, grilled cheese gallery. You should be able to see those pictures on my Instagram. If you haven't seen them, My link is in the description box for my Instagram. I got a beautiful sandwich and an massive ice cream cookie sandwich. It was amazing. Like utterly just fantastic, amazing. And then I went to work and I was training the girl. So then wake up on Sunday. We woke up too late to go to the one service, so we ended up going to the second service, which was fine. It was nice to experience the second one because it's a slightly different service, so it was cool. And then we came home and what did I do yesterday that made me want to like, oh, I decided, okay, so this might be too much information, but as you know, I've been depressed for quite some time, okay? So here's where the too much information comes in. I didn't feel like shaving my legs for the longest time. I was so depressed. Like, you can ask Jenny and Grace, I was just thriving with my hairy legs. So on Sunday, I finally decided I was going to shave my legs. No, I didn't shave them. I basically nared them because I didn't want to have to deal with like, you know, if you're a gal, you know. I didn't want to have to like bang the hair out of my razor every like swipe up. So anyways, long story short, I shaved my legs or nared them or whatever. I magically removed the hair. And that was like a little bit, and you have to sit and you have to wait, but you're sitting in the shower, so you're all bent over trying to get your legs covered with this shit. So it was a long thing. It was a long deal. But then I showered and then I laid in bed for a little bit, and then I got up and I was like, you know what, I want to diamond paint. So diamond paint, I did. I finished all of the bit that I hadn't finished from Saturday at work. Oh, hold on, let me move it up a little bit. That might be helpful. I finished all, actually, you know what? I'm gonna move you to me. Instead of making myself uncomfy, you won't know the difference. Okay, so I finished all of this bit right here. That wasn't this peach part that I filled in at work. I finished all of this section yesterday on Sunday, and I finished the snakes on this part. So quite literally, all I've got left is the background of this bit here, and then I can move on to my next section. I'm fully aware that these two sections are wildly they're not the same size. I'm aware. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fix it in the next section. But here we go. So I want to talk about my diamond painting situation here. So I have, to be fair, I have been struggling. I keep messing up. I have poured 818 and 819 into the same container. I also poured, let's see, 452 and 453 into the same container. I've also spilled quite a few times. It's like I'm literally getting my bearings back. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm relearning how to diamond paint. And I was on the phone with Grace and Jenny on Friday night after my live, and they were like, oh, so how is it? Are you having fun? I'm like, no, I'm pissed. And they're like, why? Why are you pissed? And I'm like, because I can't get my drills down straight. Like, if you take a break, okay, so keep in mind, I diamond painted a little bit in November, but it was like a section like this big, if that. Like, it was like a tiny bit, right? And I was like kind of not really feeling it, so it's not like I was like really working at it, you know what I mean? And it was round also, which does make a huge difference. This is my first one back as a square, which, you know, if you've been diamond painting for a while, squares are something that, like, they're fine. Like, it's not like a huge deal. But you wouldn't want to necessarily, like, let's say your friend goes, wow, diamond painting, that sounds cool. And you're like, oh, no, totally, I have some extra kits. Let me lend you one, or let me give you one. You wouldn't give them a square, right? And I shouldn't have given myself a square. But it was this particular kit that I wanted to do. So it was this particular kit that I did. And I've got my bearings now. I'm feeling much better. And also, you know, the whole entire fact that they're squares and they fit together, that has been helping, because like I messily placed all these squares, and then when it went time to fill in, Like, because I did black, and then I did the darkest gray, and then the next darkest gray, and then the next darkest gray, and then the browns, and then the lighter grays. And so as I was going and filling them in, they were clicking back into place, or clicking into place, I should say. So it ended up that that was working in my favor as far as the squares go. So messily placing them for the squares anyway. But the thing is when I was doing the squares, I was doing mostly like 1 or 2 at a time, because there's not really lines where, except for like the black where it's like 7 in a row, there wasn't many places where it was like lines like that. So yeah, but anyways, so it worked out. I'm doing much better now, obviously. But yeah, and then that, and like I was using my wax, and I still am. I'm using my brain. Here. I was using my wax, but I had forgotten how to use it, because you know how every single wax seller will tell you something different. Like, oh, do this, hold it in your hand, stand on 1 foot, jump up and down, and you know, sing Christmas carols. Well, I wasn't singing my Christmas carols. You know what I mean? Like, I wasn't, when I formulated this wax, hold on, let me take a sip of this drink. When I formulated this wax, I knew there was a particular way that you had to handle it. That is why every single purchase of my wax gets an instruction sheet. And like, I don't look at whether or not you purchased before. Usually. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Like, for example, when it came time for Elizabeth, for her, because I sent Elizabeth from Elizabeth Ensley, I sent her and some other friends some wax to test out and try for me. When it came time for when she purchased wax from me, I did not send her with an additional one, because I knew she, I had, sent her one. But, and like Jenny, if Jenny buys wax, she does not get a slip. But for the most part, all of my customers that aren't friends that I know for sure have the slip. Everyone gets a slip and of the instruction sheet, and I was not paying attention to my own instructions, and I was getting so pissed. And I was like, cause okay, so in it I tell you to overfill the wax, push it in, and I wasn't overfilling it, so I was getting pissed with myself and pissed with my wax. And I was like, am I selling crap wax? But no, I'm not selling crap wax. I'm just a crap listener. I didn't even listen to my own instructions. Okay, so that was that. So there's a couple things that I passed by that I did want to go back to. So for instance, I was talking about training that girl. So we have a new employee, and I am so happy. Part of the contributing factor to my depression was that not that I was working alone was making me depressed, but like, I couldn't take time off. I was working alone a lot, and like, I don't mind working alone. Like, as a matter of fact, I almost always prefer it. But the difference between preferring it when I'm alone, like on a Saturday or whatever, and preferring it when my boss is there is different, because I don't know, I just like, for me, I don't know, it's different, because you're being watched, right? I think almost always you'd rather be unsupervised. And not that my boss is like supervising me or anything. It's not like he's like, what did you say on that call or anything. But I think we all almost always, like, if we're gonna be alone as far as working, damn it, I forgot some A's. Well, you're not really truly diamond painting unless you're forgetting shit. So but yeah, so I think we'd almost always, go unsupervised. And I like my boss. It's not like I'm complaining about my boss or anything. So, just in case you're watching, hi boss. But I think, we'd almost always rather go unsupervised. And, so like I said, I like working alone, but I like working alone. I don't mind working alone with my boss, but, like I said, I think the preference is usually like, let's work alone, anyway, so, also my AC is running, and it's Florida, and yeah, it's a little disclaimer there. I'm gonna get a microphone. I'm gonna have to get a microphone, because it's getting to the point where I'm annoyed, and so that means you're probably also annoyed, but thank you for sticking with me. Y'all are the real MVPs. Matter of fact, if you're watching right now, give yourself a trophy in the comments section for sticking with me during these non-microphone times. I just want to make sure I get the right mic. So what I might do is I might message Bev and ask her what she recommends, because Bev is like super good at stuff like that. So I might ask her, just like see what she recommends for a microphone, because I want it to be dual purpose. Obviously I want it to work for my Sims, or for my videos. I also want it to work for the videos on my other channel, so my book video, book channel. I have a book channel. It didn't get any posting on it for a really long time because I was depressed for a really long time. But we're back. Matter of fact, I quite literally woke up not too long ago. I threw a load of laundry in the washer, and then came down to sit down and film, which is why I need the caffeine, which it's only 35 grams, but it is what it is. It's caffeine, y'all. It is caffeine. And boy, oh boy, do I need it, because I woke up when my fiance woke up this morning, and then I just went right back to bed. But again, that's because I stayed up until 2 a.m. diamond painting, because I am dumb. Anyways, what was I saying? Oh, the microphone. Yeah, so I'm gonna get a microphone, but I need it to work for my book channel. So essentially I need it to be able to plug into my camera, and I also need it to be able to be used for potentially starting a Twitch channel. So I will talk to Bev and my fiance, because they're both like technologically inclined. Like, I figured out how to edit my own videos. I figured out how to post all the YouTube stuff, all the Etsy stuff. That's all me, right? But occasionally, like for example, when I bought my computer, I did the research. I did consult my dad because he has a lot more knowledge when it comes to computers, but essentially I chose the computer and asked him what he thought. He said for the value, that's a great price. Because at the time when I was buying my laptop, I was buying it for Sims. And so I wanted to make sure it was going to be able to be good as far as graphics go. And it's good, but the problem is the memory. So I've upgraded my memory twice now. But it doesn't matter. Like, honestly, I have an external hard drive, which, you know, I knew I was always going to get for this computer anyway, because there's only so much additional RAM you can put on it because of size and you know, capacity and everything. So, but I picked my computer, and then my camera, I ended up buying one camera, and then if you're an OG, all the way back in the day when I got the camera and I was complaining about it shutting off after 15 minutes, you're the real MVP. Give yourself a medal in the comment section. But yeah, so I bought that camera, and I didn't realize how little it would, you know, film. It filmed about 15 minutes in a row, and I was just getting, hey, you're not going outside. Stop it. Hey, stop it. Stop. Come here. Come here, baby. He wants to go outside. Anyways, so what happened is I was trying to get, you know, the same situation for with my computer. I was trying to get a lot of value for my dollar. So what I ended up doing was getting a Canon T6. That was the one that only did 15 minutes. So I'm like, well, that's not gonna work for me. So I ended up sending it back, and I got a T7i or a EOS 800D. So that's the camera that I have. That was a pretty new at the time camera. It's probably outdated now, but my camera works. I'm not gonna upgrade it, not when I have other things I need to upgrade. So there's that. Now, when we move to talk about okay, so essentially what I need to do is pay off some of my debt, which is why, okay, so truth be told, honesty, transparency, always. I'm not actually, like, it's not like I'm struggling. Like, we're eating, our bills are paid, etc., etc., but I'm trying to pay off some debt. and save for a wedding. That is why I am like, I'm living constrained. You know what I mean? Like I'm putting these constraints on myself. It's not as if somebody lost their job, you know, knock on wood, praise God. We're all thriving at work and all that. I've put these constraints on myself because like I'm on a low buy. I'm only buying what I absolutely love. Like for example, I bought this, right? And before I didn't have a wedding coming up. I wasn't trying, like we've always been trying to buy a house, but we weren't seriously looking because of the prices of the houses. Now we have to. We have to. So the housing market it's rough. I think everybody knows that we're in a situation right now where the housing market, it sucks ass. But anyways, that's not the point. The point is that before, when I was buying willy-nilly, I was actually accruing a little bit of debt, which is a mistake. I was building credit, but I was accruing debt. So I'm trying to pay down my debt. And I was doing like a lot of pay in fours, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with pay in fours. I'm still paying for this in four. But it's just, you know, it adds up. So you see one from Diamond Art Club that you want on, you know, 1 week, and you're like, oh my God, I gotta have it. And so you do a pay in four. And then the next time you do the same thing and you're like, oh my God, I gotta have it. And this time you buy two and you're paying in four. And then the following week you are, oh my God, I gotta have this one. So you have 3 separate pay in fours going, but you're essentially paying for one Diamond Art Club each 2 weeks because you got one this time, 2 this times, and then 1 this other time, right? So it kind of adds up that way. So I am essentially, I'm trying to pay down my credit cards. I have my credit cards for a while, so it's not like my diamond painting situation caused debt. I don't want you to think that I went into debt for diamond painting. But there's been times where like one of us didn't have a job, and then at that point you rely on your credit cards, right? And then you pay them down, and then something happens, like you go on vacation, you pay it down, and then something happens, and for us, we got the Cove Lorona. So I was out of work for 2 weeks, he was out of work for 1 week. So we were relying on our credit cards a little bit. So, and then also, of course, you know, if you don't necessarily have the money in your bank account for a diamond painting or a cross stitch or whatever, you're gonna go, okay, I'll just put it on my credit card. And like, you know it's a bad idea, you know it is, but you do it anyway, because you're dumb. Well, no, not you, me, I'm dumb. And you know, it's not that you're dumb if you're doing that either. It's just that, like, you know, you get into the habit of getting whatever you want, and then you're in a position where eventually you cannot get what you want, and so you do end up putting it on a credit card because you have to have it. So I'm trying to pay down the credit cards from the COVIDs, and I'm trying to pay down the credit cards from, or the pay in four for this, and the pay in four for I got a cross stitch box. I think that one's got 1 left to go. And at the same time, I'm also trying to put aside money for the house, for the wedding, you know. So I'm trying to do the right thing by everyone involved. And like, I have enough diamond paintings. It's not like, I mean, I have diamond paintings that I've had for almost a year that I haven't even unboxed, that you haven't even seen. So it's not like I need to be buying for content for my channel, right? So I am on what I'm calling a low buy. I could never go to a no buy, just because of who I am as a person. But I am on a low buy. I am only buying the things I absolutely need. Like I said, this for one. And then I did get an Edgar Allan Poe cross stitch box, which should be arriving later today. So I did get that. And then I bought Halloween box, which is fine to put on pay in four, because it was a little bit more pricey. and I don't want to come up with that much money all at once. I don't think anybody does. But yeah, so that's that. And so I'm only buying what I absolutely like cannot fathom missing out on. And for me, a couple months ago, that would have been, well, back in, you know, last year, it would have been almost every diamond painting I saw. I would look for something to buy each week, something to have on the channel, etc., etc. And I got into like a toxic spending situation. I was spending toxically and not, you know, like an adult. And, you know, with the wedding coming up and with us trying to buy a house and, you know, with us wanting another child someday, it's not right for us to, well, for me, I can't put this on my fiance because he's really good at it. And I'm good with money. Like, I don't spend, like I don't go broke day of because I bought too much stuff, the day of getting paid. I go broke because I paid my bills and then I did stupid shopping. So it's not like my bills are always paid, essentially, is what I'm trying to say. And I don't want it to come across as like I'm saying that I'm poor, because I'm not poor. I'm not broke. I'm not poor. I'm putting the constraints on myself, right? I am saying, Abigail, enough is enough. Let's get this spending habit in control here. So I put the low buy on, and then I also did my own, you know, as far as not even just like low buy or no buy, but like I'm trying to save for a wedding. So if I'm spending $75 every day, you know, obviously this is an exaggeration, but if I'm spending $75 every day on a diamond painting or on a cross stitch box, you're not going to get married. Like, you know, it's not going to happen. So essentially, when I say I'm broker than I've ever been, even though I'm making more money, it's a combination of inflation and me putting the constraints on myself. And I'm perfectly happy to put the constraints on myself, you know, because I do want to have that wedding. But yeah, so anyways, I am buying only what I absolutely need. However, I did do a little bit of a naughty today. Ruby Q opened up her Etsy shop and I bought myself some earrings. But that, I would consider that supporting a friend rather than like spending money. I mean, it was spending money. I did spend money. It was money. I originally went on and I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna get one pair of earrings, and then I got 3, and don't tell me that I did that, because I would be very disappointed in myself after I just set up and said that I am on a low buy. I only bought 3 pairs of earrings, and it was to support a friend. And we're not gonna put that under I spent money on crafting, because I didn't. We're not gonna put it as I spent money on earrings, because even though I did, it was for a friend. That's what we're calling it. Yes, okay, so let's talk about the training. I don't wanna talk about money anymore, because I hate when I talk about money. So, I don't like to talk about expenses online, but I do want to normalize it. I do want to normalize, you know, saying low buy, no buy, I'm saving for a house, I'm saving for a wedding, I'm saving for this, I'm saving for that. I think we should normalize that, because just because I'm a creator and it's my job to purchase things and review them and talk about them and have content for the channel, so it is my job, just as it is my job, doesn't mean that it's your job. Do you know what I mean? And I think that when you're a part of a community, whether you're a creator or not, you do get into these sort of enabling mindsets and toxic spending and all that. And like, if you have the money to spend crazy, go for it. I'm not judging you. Good for you. I could not be happier for you, right? But for the average person, not everybody can afford to do a diamond painting every day. Like, not everybody can afford to go, okay, I want this $75 diamond painting and I need it right now. I'm blessed to be able to do that, and so many are blessed, but also at the same time, so many of us are like me and $75 paid in full, right? So I want to normalize talking about how it's okay to, like, you know, control your spending. Like, it's okay to say, I am on a low buy, I'm on a no buy. I think that we oftentimes do sort of look over that aspect. My camera's gonna shut me off in a second, so hopefully I'll like, I've stopped diamond painting, you can tell, and I'm just watching the clock tick. It shuts off after 29:59. But basically what I'm saying is normalize saying that I'm on a low buy and normalize sticking to it, you know? Like, I want to normalize that anyway, for myself. Anyways, okay, we're back. We're back in business. It cut me off, but yeah, so just, you know, normalize being okay with not getting a diamond painting or a new cross stitch every single week. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, long story short, I'm fine. I don't want it to come across like I'm broke. But let's, you know, it's fine, right? Buying something every week is great, but saving money for something bigger is also great. And that's what I'm sticking to. So, let's talk about training now. So on Saturday, I trained that girl. I'm so excited. She's great. I can't put into words how happy I am that she is come to work with us, because she could not have come at a better time, because we were all like stressing about, you know, we're not going to be able to take time off because there's not enough employees to take time off, and, you know, like going away for an extended time is not something that's like, you know, possible at work right now because of it. I mean, people are still doing it, and rightfully so. Like, you take your PTO, like, you take your time off. Everybody needs a reset. But for me, I'm somebody who's like conscious about that kind of thing. So anyways, it's fine. It was good. She's here, and I couldn't be happier. Like, I like her so much as a person, which is great. Like, I like all of my coworkers, but I just really like her. Like, talking to her is good, you know. And you do talk to your coworkers, so it's important that like, you know, whether or not it's about work or what have you, talking to your coworkers is important. Like, liking them enough to talk to them. You know what I mean? So that is that. I'm really excited that she is here. So I have a friend. I have a couple friends actually. In like real life. Like, obviously you guys are my real life friends too, but like people that I see. You know what I mean? That's kind of the distinction I'm making. Like, people that I would see in real life versus people that I talk to. Like, I talk to my diamond painting YouTube friends more than I talk to my in real life friends. But yeah, so let's make that distinction. So anyways, I was talking to one of them, and I was mentioning how I had an Etsy shop, and she's like, "What? I didn't know that." And so she went on there and she saw my weenie wax, and she's like, "I want one." I'm like, "You don't have a need for it. I can bring you one, but you won't have a need for it." She's like, "Well, how would you use that?" And I explained diamond painting and stuff, and we were talking about doing like a drunk paint night. So I think what we might do is do a drunk paint night diamond painting. I'm hoping that it'll be sooner rather than later. Essentially, the next time I have like a Saturday where I'm working a morning, or Saturday off, I think that's what I'll do. So hopefully that comes soon, because I would love to have some in real life diamond painting friends, and yeah, it would be great. And I think that I'm like, I don't know that I will, you know, stop cross stitching. I probably won't. I have too much stuff for me to like stop cross stitching. But I feel like right now I will be diamond painting. I have, you know, tons of cross stitch to last me. I don't need to be buying any more cross stitch stuff unless I absolutely need it, like this. But yeah, I was also thinking, Jenny had mentioned that I should start a floss tube, like a actual just floss tube instead of cross stitch, or diamond painting and floss tube at the same channel. Because my Etsy shop has cross stitch patterns, and it's kind of hard to market cross stitch patterns to diamond painters if you're not willing to make that crossover, right? So I was thinking about that, and you know, I got some feedback on live on Friday, and I'm still thinking about it. I have, you know, 2 other channels that I need to be making content for. But the thing with FlossTube is if I did do that, it's content I'm already making. Do you know what I mean? So it's not like I'd have to, you know, set up a video schedule for that one if it's content I'm already making. So that's kind of the distinction there, as opposed to, for example, Sims or BookTube, where it's not content that is on this channel that I would just be moving to a new one. So I don't know. We'll see. We will see. If I did that, if I did move my FlossTube stuff over, I would have to change my name, my YouTube name. It would just go back to Diamonds again. And then I would also have to change my intro, which I kind of love my intro. I mean, it wouldn't, I would just change it to only diamond painting stuff instead of having like that crossover with floss, you know, happening. I don't know. Thoughts are appreciated. I'm always happy to get a thought or a, you know, a opinion. And if I don't listen to your opinion, it's not that I don't respect your opinion. It's just that ultimately whatever I decide is better for me than, you know, your suggestion. And so I want to make that clear. Like, I appreciate your opinions, but if I don't use them, it's not because of you. It's because of me. And also I'm pretty hard-headed, which, you know, is a situation in and of itself. Because, like, everyone's like, oh, you should only focus on one channel at a time, but I'm hard-headed and I will do 75 channels if that's what I want to do. And then I will overwhelm myself, and then I'll end up back in a depression because I can't produce content for all my channels. And that'll be my own fault, right? It's my own fault, obviously. But I'm a very much all or nothing kind of person. So I am all on, and I'm giving you everything I have, or I'm on 0 and you're getting absolutely nothing. And that's kind of like, that's kind of why I should take it easy, but I literally don't know how. I don't have the ability to not. I just freaking don't, okay? It could be, so I follow this guy on Instagram, or maybe I don't follow him, maybe his videos just pop up, but he talks about hyperfixation with ADHD and how your entire life revolves around this hobby that you just started. And, you know, you research and you learn, sorry, I burped a little bit, my bubbly, you know, it's bubbly, it's, seltzer water. Let me have a few more sips of this because my my throat is dry. Anyways, hyperfixation. So he basically mentions how your entire life revolves around this particular hobby, and it is your entire existence, and you do so much research, and you know everything about this hobby, and you don't want to fool with the little, like, for example, the little diamond painting pen that comes with a kit, so you have to buy these glorious ones. And then you don't want the pink wax that comes with the kit, so you have to go and you have to buy other wax, or in my case, you make it, and your entire life revolves around this hobby. And then you switch hobbies, and then it's like you don't hardly even touch that old hobby, and you go full force into the new hobby. So just a little backstory on me. Before I started diamond painting, I was reading nonstop all the time, and then I switched to makeup, which I have a shit ton of that, and then I have a shit ton of books as well. And then I switched to diamond painting, and I obviously have a shit ton of that. And then I went to cross stitch, and I've always played The Sims, but the hyperfixation has never been on The Sims because I can't really make Sims my entire life. Or can you? In this particular circumstance, I can because I freaking did. What's this? Diamond Art Club just posted a video. That's what that is. Or a thing. I got a notification, sorry. How interesting. Okay. well, that's that. So they posted like a giveaway thing. So hyperfixation. So I have now made Sims my entire life. It's pretty much all I do and think about until I switch back to diamond painting. So you can see that I have a problem. I have many problems. I have so very many of them. Uh-oh. I just looked at Ruby's thing when I was looking at the Diamond Art Club, Ruby's Instagram, and it looks like she's putting out some different earrings, which honestly, Ruby, if you're watching, that was so freaking rude, because now I want to buy those ones. She's doing some snake ones, which I have snake ones, but I really like those particular snake ones. Oh, somebody already bought them. That's what happened. Okay. Oh, I see, I see. She was doing one of those things where it's order going out. Somebody bought them. Okay, I understand now. I do still like those earrings, though. The snake ones. They're so cute. Anyways. I wonder if she's putting more. It cut me off. So I knew eventually what happened. I've been filming like a mad woman, and my card was not empty when I started filming, so I knew it would eventually happen where I would have to delete some of the stuff on my camera. Today was that day. I was just talking about Ruby's earrings and how congratulations. So hopefully that translated into the thing. So I've got about 7 minutes before it's time for me to switch my laundry over. So what I'm gonna do is only stay diamond painting that long, because I also have some other videos I need to film today, and I also have some other like housework stuff that I want to get done. So I will diamond paint for however long the alarm is not off for. Anyways, so when I made a kit up video, which I don't know when that's gonna go up. Oh my god, I need to be watching You. Oh crap. You is the show for Murderous Monday. I have to get with Jenny and see if she still is game for that. We had a situation this week with a friend, so I'm not sure how she's feeling about it, so I'm just going to shoot her a message. Question mark. You tonight? Okay. There. That is done. I need to get my life together. I mean, it's pretty together right now. Like, I am really doing great. I need to get my planner out and just write a couple things in it, because I feel like that's the reason I haven't written in it since Friday, because on Saturday I didn't really have any goals. I wanted to finish a couple videos at work before the girl got there for me to train, and I did get to finish 2 of them. Unfortunately, it was not the 2 that I needed to get finished for today, so that's another thing I have to do, is go through and edit the Sims video. So I will do that when I come back from switching the laundry over. Oh, you know another thing I did with diamond painting that made me angry? I accidentally put the wrong block, or the wrong diamonds down on the wrong symbol. So that made me very angry. That sucked, and I got like a pretty good portion of the way through before I realized it too. So safe to say I was pissed. Let's see. Actually, you know what? You know what I should do? I should stop diamond painting now and start writing stuff down while it's, you know, sort of churning in my head. I don't have a pen, so I guess we're not. I need to edit that Sims video. I need to watch you. I need to wash the dishes. I need to film a 2 unboxings, two that are cross stitch. I need to finish the laundry. I need to finish editing the Sims video, and I need to do all that before I go live with Jenny for you. If we're still going live. I'm waiting for her to respond. We had a situation this week. I'm not going to talk about it. It's not mine or Jenny's place to talk about, so I don't know if that's going to make our ability to do you not happen. I don't know. We'll see. Let's see. What can I do? So I'm trying to only do things that will take, like for example, when I had put the laundry in, I cleaned up for a little bit, and then when I went to switch the laundry over, I sat down here to film because I have an hour. It dries for an hour, right? So I have my wash going for half an hour, and I was doing like a couple things around the house, and then when I went to switch my clothes over to the dryer, that's when I sat down here, because I was like, okay, we have an hour so we can film a whip and chat. For the next hour, I'm wondering if I should spend my time cleaning or doing a video, or if I should be editing. Because, so for washing the dishes, that's not going to take me the full hour. Editing might. So I might want to choose my time to edit. Choose to use my time for editing rather than, but that's like the least important thing that I do today. Let's see. I can, well, the video needs to go out today, so I guess it is important. I'm gonna multitask. I'm gonna get my dishes on and watch you, I think. Or maybe I'll film and then watch you while I do the dishes and then do my unboxing. I don't know. We'll see. My house, like, I need to clean my bathroom, but for the most part, aside from my dishes and I need to clean my bathroom, most of the house is, like, good. But I'm not cleaning the bathroom. Then I like to clean my bathroom right before I shower. Does that make sense? Probably not, but that's how I live. This is the way I live. Okay, we got 36 seconds left on the clock for diamond painting. What else do I need to do for tomorrow? I have to film my book. Oh, I gotta film my book video. That's important. It's Tuesday, so I'll probably do a tag Tuesday. So maybe I will have a look and see what tags are trending right now on BookTube, if there are any tags trending on BookTube. If not, I'll just pick one. So that's that. And that is my alarm. So I am going to end this video here. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up. If you like me and would like to see more from me, please hit subscribe. I would be so happy to have you, and I hope that you are being safe, washing your hands, wiping your ass, and taking care of yourselves. If you don't know what that's from, I said it on Friday during my live and I thought it was hilarious, so I just kept saying it. Anyways, that's it. Bye.